everybody. I am fortunate enough to be out today in our 1979 Ferrari 512BB, or Berlinetta Boxer. This is a car we don't come across very often. Of course, it's very limited production. These were never delivered to North America, and this one in particular has a very cool history. And we talk a lot about that in my walk around video. So please tune into that and click on that in our YouTube channel. But today we're out driving it. This car has 4,743 miles on it. The odometer does work. This was owned by Don Weber, a very famous or well-known Ferrari collector in California. He had a large plywood empire and company and collected a lot of Ferraris, and this is one that he bought straight out of Maranello and ordered it and had to federalize it in the US. The car has been in the US until it came to us in Canada, but it had been in the US its whole life and was federalized there back in '79 when it arrived. Incredible history, but incredibly low mileage for such a low production car, and very tricky to come across. Now, the next thing you're thinking in your head as you watch this is, okay, great, it's got low mileage, but does it ever get driven or does it ever get serviced? Well, yes, it does. And in fact, in 2022, the car had a full engine out service performed, and then we've done a little bit of servicing as well to the car. So it is extremely well serviced and running fantastic. You do get a little bit of pops and crackles out of the exhaust, and I would imagine that is due to that aftermarket exhaust, which sounds fantastic at speed or under load and acceleration, which you will hear at the end of this video. I'll take it through its paces and rip up and down the mountain roads that we're on here today. So I hope you enjoy this video. This is mostly to get you attuned to what the car looks like rolling down the road in real life and real time, but also at the end of the video I'll put it through its paces and you'll see exactly how it does drive. So I'll talk a little bit about it, but you know what? Let's roll into the shots. Please enjoy, and I'll be back in a little bit. We're back. This is the part of the video where I shut up, other than maybe giving you some feedback. and I just drive. So we're in our 79 512 4,700 mile car, full engine out service in 2022. Oil temperature is strong, everything's right in the middle. Oil temperature, oil pressure. Pretty tall gearing in these cars. We're still in second. I will say the transmission feels fantastic. It's a little tight getting it depressed and then up into reverse, but all the gates feel great, and the transmission feels better than a lot of 430s and 360s I've driven. Obviously, the car hasn't seen a lot of driving with its current mileage and documented mileage over the years. We had it slightly tuned and just tinkered with a little bit by Coachworks. So we're still cycling through its probably its first tank of 93 octane in a long time. But everything feels good. Brakes feel good. Steering is great. I will say, even though we're not doing a speed yet, that it shows there is a little bit of a shimmy shake in the steering. I would bet that is from the tires. We're gonna try and have those balanced later today. So let's get turned around here. Clutch engagement is nice, no chatter, right in the middle of the stroke. All second gear. Okay, so let's do a little rolling start. That is 70 miles an hour. fluttering you hear, I don't know if you hear it or not, tiny little bit, that is at the first like 1/8 of throttle. Just as you're inputting throttle at a certain RPM, there's a slight little flutter there, but that was wide open throttle. And then we're back up against some cars. So it drives really well. The clutch engagement is great. The brakes are great. Transmission is fantastic. Synchros are good. Shifts well. Steering inputs are great. As I said, we're gonna have these tires balanced. I think it's been on these tires for a little while. They're newer though. And see if we can take care of that, which you couldn't see because it doesn't really come into effect until we're maybe 80 miles an hour. But just a great driving car. This has obviously got fantastic history and provenance and heritage to it. It has had lots of servicing over the years, so that's not really an issue. Yeah, really the only thing to mention is some aesthetic stuff that you'll see in the walk around video, but it drives really great. What a usable car for a classic. You know, this isn't a car that you're gonna have, well, that we haven't had mega issues with. We had to replace a fuse relay and that was really it. So, great driving car, tons of street credit, and tons of provenance. Just a very, very cool car. So, hope that gave you, hope that told you a little bit about what you need to know. We're gonna get out into the highway, do some nice rolling shots for you. And there you have it. This is our 1979 Ferrari 512 BB with 4,700 original miles, or documented miles. And I really hope this has helped you out. So let's get on to the highway. Last couple shots. We are Silver Arrow Cars. You can find us anywhere on the internet, Silver Arrow Cars Ltd. We will help you out, answer any questions you might have. Good luck in the auction.